I thought Rampage was really enjoyable, moved along at a wonderful clip, and my thoughts more or less completely match up with yours. You talked about, the big missed opportunity to build some heat for Britt by booking her to lose. And as it happens, your pal and mine, Andrew Thompson, in today's Post News Roundup, was quoting Bruce Pritchard, who had some thoughts about the booking of hometown talent that I really wish while I was watching Rampage that Tony Khan had heeded. Pritchard is saying here that, what about the people worldwide, globally? What about the little guy in Knoxville, Tennessee? What about the little girl in Germany? It's a global brand that plays all over the world. And, I was just thinking, as I was watching that Pittsburgh crowd react to Britt, what are these people who are maybe seeing this show for the first time or this product for the first time? What could they possibly be thinking about this product or about Britt as a champion? I don't know. I'm just really concerned about the future of AEW now.
Oh, it's a great point because, I mean, as I go back to my example previously, like when Conor McGregor beat Diego Brandao in Dublin, the problem was he became the superstar, but only those people in Dublin bought his pay-per-views. It didn't extend beyond the borders of Dublin. So how do all these other people view this person? Is he a star just because he's perceived as one on television? I mean, that is one of the handicaps of booking a hometown star, is that it doesn't translate elsewhere, clearly.
No, it doesn't. But whatever. In all seriousness, this doesn't need to be complex. This doesn't need to be overthought. Sometimes, and
it's a great thing to have, Bruce. Like, it's just like a little thing that you run with it. And it's like the next time they go to Pittsburgh, like, cool, Britt Baker is going to be on the show. And look what we did. I guarantee you Wednesday with Sammy Guevara in Houston, that they're not going to look at that as something we have to fight. It's something like, look what's fallen into our lap. Let's run with this. And we've got someone when we go to Houston that's going to mean something to these people. It's just, I don't know. It's so elementary, but I think the longer we go into so many of these like different, just traditional, like booking philosophies, like it just shows you that there's been a generation of almost going the opposite way that, like, this is just such basic stuff that I think a whole fan base is being reintroduced to or introduced to for the first time. Like the concept of just doing what seems logical.
Yeah, no, I mean, people have been pointing out, kind of all of the strange left turns and kind of the deprogramming almost that has to be done in order to sort of understand that, people are reacting to this show because they like the people involved and it feels exciting. You guys already spoke a lot about how hot the crowd is. So, I don't want to really take up too much more time there. It's, it's not rocket surgery. It's pro wrestling. Just one last little thought here. The Resurgence card looks really, really good. I'm really excited about this. Maybe even more excited than I was for the previous New Japan card. So it's nice to have some really kind of exciting, well-built, well-programmed New Japan product to look forward to this weekend, with Ishii versus Moose is kind of my dark horse pick of the weekend.
Yeah, I think it's a really great card. I'm looking forward to that a lot. I think it's going to be excellent on Saturday. I'm with you. Yep. It's top to bottom, like it looks really, really strong. Pardon the pun.
Yeah. All right. Thanks very much, guys. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, Bruce. And just a reminder, John and WH Park will be talking about Resurgence on Post Pro Res out this Sunday. Let's go up next to Professor Kevin. Professor Kevin, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello. Hey, John.
Hello.
Hey, Kevin.
I think I was wrong about Hangman last time I called, and I said I think he's still going to be in the main event at All Out. But here's where I think I was right. I said on the call last time I called in, not only did I think Hangman would be in the main event, which I now think I'm wrong about, but I did also say that whatever they do end up doing, I think it's something that the fans will clamor for. And I think having Christian win tonight was really smart. It makes if they're going on with this match at All Out, it makes that believable that Christian has a chance. They can tell a story where Andrade maybe wins the AAA championship tomorrow night at Triple Mania. And, maybe we see Kenny kind of become really insecure and very protective of the AEW belt because it's the last one that he has, the last thing he can hold on to that says, I'm better than you, Hangman. And he can beat people like Christian. I think he'll beat Christian at All Out, whether with it's cheating or not. I think he's going to do that with a one-winged angel. And then maybe he gets on the mic and says, nobody can beat me. I'm the best. And we hear the opening notes to the final countdown.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, one of the complaints I think about Kenny Omega's heel run is the fact that he appears to be, somewhat cartoonish. If this is sort of the thing to take him to that more kind of like serious edge to set him up as that much more of a challenge for Hangman, I would love it. It would be a great way of like freshening up the character. The way, if we remember, Kofi Kingston beat Bobby Lashley. Oh wait, Xavier Woods beat Bobby Lashley. You guys remember that? Remember the great follow-up they had for Woods beating Lashley?
Huge. I have to admit, I don't watch Raw or SmackDown.
But anyway, yeah, I do like the idea.
Well, if they don't do that, I still think that Hangman's not hurt by any of this. We're understanding that he's taking time away with the birth of his wife or fiance. I'm not sure what the relationship is, but he's having a child soon. So I think the crowd will know that. The fans will understand that and accept that. We're a very smart audience, so people will be aware. Okay, this is why Hangman's gone away. So I think when he does come back, whether it's Full Gear or maybe going all the way to Revolution, where it's a year removed from that amazing tag team match, or actually
2 years.
That was 2 years removed, but either way, 2 revolutions, right? So in either case, I think it gets back to Hangman, and I think he'll be the one that kicks out of that one-winged angel and finally takes that AEW title off of Kenny.
All right.
Cool. Thank you very much for the call, Kevin. Always appreciate it. Let's go up next to, wow, the voice of Rwanda Raw himself joining us, Colby John. Is this the Colby John?
When SmackDown ends, when I call in.
Oh my God, this is too weird.
Yo,
amazing.
So listen, I went to Tulsa tonight to the SmackDown Live, and so I was like, it's probably time for me to call in, and it's been a while. So
been a long time, Colby John.
Oh my goodness, it's it was a great time. It was a great time. This John Cena guy, he's hot ham. He's really smoking something because boy, this guy is hot as can be. There was a dark match, and we got girls. Women in their 40s jumping around for him. I have not seen this before. And
wow.
I brought my wife with me and a third of my kids and everything. And boy, I tell you what, my wife was real confused about this Baron Corbin thing. I couldn't really explain it to her, because she's like, why is there an alcoholic, wrestling in this match and stuff? And I couldn't explain it. I was like, well, I think he's just on a losing streak or something. And so I'm trying to explain it to her, and it just so her whole thing, the whole night's been, why was the poor guy who has alcoholic problems wrestling in a match with a guy who looks like he didn't shave in a while? And I'm like, I can't. She was like, oh, bum fights, and I couldn't. Anyways, it was a fun time, and so I had to call in, and but yeah, John Cena's hot as can be. And I'll tell you what, SmackDown's a lot easier to watch than to sit through because it's live. You don't even know really what's going on. I had to listen to John's recap of what Seth was saying because I couldn't understand a word he was saying, and for Dominic to be real distracted by these jump ins, by the screen, I couldn't understand what the Usos were saying at all.
Maybe maybe that's the problem we don't give enough credit to is that they can't hear properly with the sound system, and they're just trying to make out what this person on the screen is saying, and thus the distraction.
Yeah, I think so, because I was just like, what are they saying? I don't even know what they're saying. And Dominic looks like he knows what they're saying, like he's lip reading. And it was a great time. It was a great time, and hopefully it doesn't come very often that live events come around my area. So I had to make a little bit of a trip.
Did they do any dark matches after the show?
Yep. Oh yeah. They got the Usos and Roman versus Mysterios and John Cena. So that's what I meant. So that John Cena thing, he really kept it off real good. All them women, hot tagged to him. Dominic got beat up 35 minutes, felt like. And Cena went in there, F5'd them all, or whatever that thing's called. The FU one, that thing. And Yeah, it was a great time. And like I said, my little boy, he loved it. Oh man, he loved John Cena. And I'll tell you what though, one other thing. My boy said to me, my boy's 3, and he said to me tonight, and he doesn't watch wrestling. Okay, well, first of all, his favorite wrestler is The Fiend, and I couldn't try to explain to him what happened to him. So he just kept telling me that The Fiend was sleeping. You know, he's like, oh, the Fiend's sleeping. And I was like, yeah. But anyways, he told me tonight, he said, Daddy, John Cena is who I want to be when I grow up.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
And I have no idea I don't even know what that means. But I'm like, okay, so you want to wear a flat bill and some wristbands. We'll do it. It
means he wants to be rich. And what a great goal to have. That is adorable. And like, you know, Cena, I mean, if your kid's 3, like he really, I don't know how much of Cena he would have seen prior to tonight.
None tonight. Okay. So I don't even know how he knew the guy's name. But that's all he was talking about.
He didn't see him.
No, couldn't see him.
Yeah, wow. I mean, there's something about the way the guy looks. There's something about his presence. There's something about the way he speaks that I think immediately gravitates him towards children towards him. So
is he excited for SummerSlam? Is that like a big thing for him seeing this match?
No, actually, he doesn't know anyone else. He knows John Cena and The Fiend that he just calls his favorite wrestler. But you know, I think SmackDown's coming back around my area, like in the week after SummerSlam. So I might make the rare trip of doing 2 out of 3 weeks live with him.
Okay.
Just to see what happens. But
you're gonna have to call back again, Colby. You're gonna have to give us another great live report here.
I'm going to try my best. I'm trying to get my wife on next time. She really, and hopefully Baron Corbin gets the stuff together because she can't see him again. She felt so bad for him.
Well, maybe it's got to turn around for him at some point. So that's great, Colby. It sounds like you had a great time there.
Yeah. A lot of fun with the kids. So that's why I went.
Awesome stuff.
All right. Thank you very much, Colby. Much appreciated. Not just a great musician, but a great reviewer as well.
Yeah. That was pretty comprehensive there. Gave us a great vibe of the live atmosphere.